Hey, what's up guys? This is BallietBran. I'm doing a live stream right now, and in this video we're going to be covering a little bit of things. Give me just a minute or two to kind of warm up and make sure the stream is going good. Let me just confirm we're on DLive. Okay, we're on DLive. Perfect. And then let me go to my Periscope link and let me just share that real quick too. Okay. Alright guys. Okay. So, for everyone joining the stream right now, thank you very much. Let me go over to DLive here real quick. And then let me just see if there's any comments. Okay. Alright guys, welcome to my stream. How's it going everybody? It's been a little while since I've done a live stream, but we're back. Today we're doing one. So, got the, first off, got some new things going. Got the HEX Toys hat right here. And, anyways, we're doing good. In this video, in this live stream, I want to do a couple emergency end stakes. And I'm going to restake them out, longer. And we're going to see how the share rate goes up when you stake it longer. So, even though some of my stakes were 40, 50, 70 days ago, however many days ago, I'm going to have more shares because, like I said, we're going to be staking it out longer, okay? So, without further ado, let's, Serena, hey, thank you. How's it going? Good to see you, Serena. So, we're on DLive as well, guys, and I'll try and be in the chat as much as possible. Let me just do one thing real quick, guys, if you don't mind. Let's just, I just want to share real quick with my brothers on my Snapchat real quick here. 1 second, guys. Please be patient for just a second here. Okay. For Serena, if you could maybe let me know how the audio is. I've got a little bit of background music going. It'd be cool if you could let me know if it's not too loud. Let's see here. Streaming live now. Okay, and then one more minute, guys. Thank you for the patience. I'm just going to share this real quick on the. The Telegram, the HEX, the t.me/HEX Telegram, and then I'll be ready to cover the information. Thank you, Serena. Thank you for letting me know that the volume is fine. We're doing no headset today, like we've done the past few times. Okay. So let me just copy this link and let me just post it into the HEX Telegram, and we're gonna do a little live stream, guys. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, so let's get to the HEX crypto. One more second. Okay. Right now. Okay, so that's done. Going live now. Alright guys, so like I said, we're going to be doing a emergency end stake, maybe a couple emergency end stakes, and the reason why is when I first got into HEX, I've got a couple different wallets, but when I first got in, HEX was relatively cheap compared to what it is now, and so some of the stakes, I fucked off and did, X amount of HEX for, Cuatro Cinco, and then some of the stakes that I did, they were ending on big payday, kind of as like a speculation, like, oh, let me take a little bit of profit here because I've been in this project so long and I want to reward myself. But the more that I think about it, and the more that I've listened to others in the community, specifically Johnny Chaos, or Litecoin Moses, or RG3, just to name a few, they've talked about that they have personally ended some of their stakes that were a little bit earlier, and they staked them out a little bit longer, okay? So without further ado, that's what we're going to do in this video. Okay, and then last thing I'm going to do real quick is I'm just going to pull up the DLive chat on my phone. That way I don't have to switch tabs the whole time while I'm sharing my screen. So real quick, let's just do that. But I hope everyone's doing well. I hope Crypto Kobe, hey man, how's it going, dude? Let's Let's get you on there for a real quick. Doing good, man. Doing good. What's up, brother? Crypto Kobe. Okay, so I'm gonna go to my channel. Cool. Now I got my my channel here. So I'm just gonna put that. There so I can read all the comments. Okay. So without further ado, we're just gonna share the screen. Okay. All right. Okay. Now this. I know this looks really funky. Let me make this clean. Okay, first thing I'm going to do, guys, is I want to show you how to convert some HEX into Ethereum. If you ever need gas for Ethereum, you know, for transactions, for emergency end stakes, things like that, right? So that's what we're going to do now. Now, you do need a little bit of Ethereum for what I'm about to show you, but it's just about the cost of a transaction, so maybe $10, $15 worth of Ethereum, okay? So, here's what we're going to do. So yeah, uniswap.exchange, right? And I was actually making a video, guys, earlier this morning that was offline. It wasn't a live stream. And then I figured, you know what? Let me do a live stream showing, you know, how to do the HEX into Ethereum. And then let me do some of my emergency end stakes live. That way I can do a live stream and hang out with you guys and just see how everyone's doing, all right? So without further ado, uniswap.exchange. And this will allow us to convert HEX into Ethereum or any ERC20 token into another, right? There's two different versions, version 1, version 2. And we can already see that my MetaMask wallet is linked, okay? So here's what we're going to do next. Let's see, so we want to do, okay, so we want to do 1-inch exchange, and then, let's see, just type in HEX, perfect. Real Spike, one ice cream, thank you, my friend, good to see you, good to see you. Alrighty, okay, so we've picked HEX at the top. And then the second token, like I said, we're going to convert it to Ethereum. Now I've already kind of, like I said, made a video about this offline, so it's kind of redundant, but since we're live, we've got to do it again for anyone that has any questions, okay? So let's just do 0.1 worth of Ethereum. You've been training, Real Spike? You know, honestly, as far as training and stuff like that goes, I've been more so dieting a lot and trying to consume less calories, but on the lifting weights and training, yeah, you know, still doing it. Not as consistent and as intense as I'd like, but we're getting back into the scheme of things, you know, and you know, consistency is what really matters when it comes to that, you know, training and diet and stuff like that. So yeah, what we're gonna do, like I said, is I just need 0.1 worth of Ethereum to show you guys. So that's going to be 13,457 HEX, right? So before I do this, like I said, there was two different versions of Uniswap. Let's just see how much it would be, you know, for Uniswap version 1. Okay, 13,268, 13,457. So it's going to be a little bit cheaper, you know, to do this one on version 1. Whereas before, I did half of an Ethereum worth, and it was actually cheaper for me to do it on version 2. So, you know, just play around with the versions before you actually, you know, confirm the transaction. Okay, so we're just gonna approve HEX, and then, you know, you need MetaMask to do this, or some sort of browser that's connected to your ERC20 tokens. And then transaction fee, okay, $1.87. Now we're just going to confirm. Failed transaction. I think that was maybe from my last transaction that I canceled. But we're gonna do a successful transaction here. And like I said, I'm gonna end some stakes early because at the end of the day, guys, HEX is about stakes, right? It's about stakes. It's about shares. And you want a good amount of shares because that is something that stays with you the whole stake. Okay, let me do something real quick. Let me just unplug my wallet. and plug it back in really quick here. I think since I canceled one of the transactions, it's giving me a little bit of a glitch. So bear with me for just a second, guys. For anyone that's new to this, like I said, we're just going to show you how to convert any ERC20 token into HEX. Okay. Into Ethereum, I mean. Alright, now I'm just going to refresh the screen. Okay, so let's do that again. Let's do... So HEX into Ethereum. But by the way, though, I hope everyone's doing well. I know I've definitely been doing well. I'm in Seattle, and you know we got some shitty stuff going on. Some fires and some smoke and stuff like that. So I hope everyone's watching. Hope you guys are all doing safe. Okay. All right. So we're gonna approve. I'm hoping this works, guys. I was just making a video offline, and then I decided to do it online. So let's hope everything works smooth, right? And if not, I've made a video about this before that you guys can go back to. But I just want to do all of this in one transaction because it's been a little while since I've done a live stream, and you know, want to see how the chat's doing and answer any questions that you may have. So the screen's loading now. Maybe it's just taking a little bit of time because I'm live streaming. But let's see. Let me just read some of the comments while this is doing its thing. So Diraj, or Diraj, I don't know how to pronounce that specifically, but Diraj says, but you are giving up on the interest you have earned by emergency end stake. That is true, my friend. That is very, very true. I understand. Here's the thing. Let me preface this with saying that the stakes that I'm going to be ending, they're very early. They're ending very early, even though they qualify for a big payday. Okay, what the fuck is going on? Okay, so this is taking a little bit longer than I expected. I might just have to cancel this part of the actual show. You know what? In that case, yeah, let's not do this. Long story short, what you guys can do, uniswap.exchange, and you can convert Ethereum to HEX. You can convert HEX to Ethereum, long story short. So I've already done that, and I might post another video later that I did earlier, okay? So without further ado, I've already got half of an Ethereum, and that's all I need to do. That's all the Ethereum I need to do these end stakes, right? So I'm on Chrome, and we're gonna go to my wallets. Okay, so go.hex.com/stake, and then link up your wallet to the website, and here's the stakes. So the cool thing about this is, you know, if anyone doesn't know, HEX is a cryptocurrency. It's built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. It's a certificate of deposit. It's a time-locked deposit, certificate of deposit. For anyone that doesn't know, there is more money in time locks and certificate of deposits than there is printed cash. Okay, so not only is HEX a really good project and, in my opinion, a really good investment, but it's also something where you are the bank. So instead of your traditional certificate of deposit where, just instead of the traditional, with this, HEX, you are the bank, and when I say that, I mean to say that if someone ends their stake early, instead of that interest going to, the bank and whatnot, it goes to us, or you, the staker, right? So when you're a staker, you're earning interest, and you earn interest on people that don't end their stakes. If you don't end your stake, and for example, let me try and show you something. Okay, day 354, November 19th. As you can see, we're going to be ending some stakes and going to be pushing them out farther. But to my point, if I end my stake earlier than November 19th, then the principal that I put in and the interest and things like that, that goes away and it gets penalized, and that interest, X amount of percent of the interest, goes to the people that are actually staking. So yeah, that's what we're going to be doing. Let's do this right now. So day 354, like I've said, a lot of my stakes, they're a little bit too early, at least on this wallet, and I want to change that. Okay, so without further ado, what I want to show you is the end stake. My recommendation is, if you're going to do this, you should probably have your progress right here. You want it to be at least 50%, because if it's at least 50%, then when you emergency end stake, the actual penalties that are accrued, they're not going to dip into your principal. Okay, so we're going to do it with this one right here. Principal 60,772. Okay, and we can see the trillion shares. We got 6.5 trillion. Okay, let's end this. And I'll go over the comments and things like that too, but we're just going to do one thing at a time. Are you sure you want to emergency end stake? Yes. Now, like I said, I'm hoping everything works just fine, because it was working just a few minutes ago. But sometimes when you're live streaming, it's a little bit slower, especially on the girlfriend's MacBook Air. All right. Okay, so for the sake of the video, I'm going to push up the gas fee. It's going to be $8.64 for a stake that was 60,000 HEX roughly. Alright, so let's enter in the password. Hopefully I didn't just dox my whole password to everyone. Okay, and then I got the Trezor Model T and on this wallet, and we're just going to confirm the transaction, hold to confirm, release. As you can see, the name of my wallet is Nunya. Nunya Goddamn Business is what that stands for. Okay, so let's see here. And then if I scroll down, okay, so if I scroll down, you can see the pending circle, right? It's doing its thing. It's pending. In the meantime, I'm just going to read some comments. We can see that it's already confirmed, which is amazing. Let me read some comments. So, Real Spike donated 1 lemon. Thank you, my friend. I think that's the first time I'm seeing you. So, welcome to the BallietBran live stream. Okay, so Diraj says the interest earned will compensate for the increased share rate. Agreed, my friend. That's exactly the plan. Diraj says again, so save the gas fees. Okay. It's all good, bro. It's all good, man. We're doing a live stream. I'll save the gas fees offline, okay? Serena, laugh my ass off. I have so many usernames of Nunya. Weird. Yeah, well, I think that was like a, forget what movie it was from, but yeah, it's a movie reference. Okay, so yeah, those are the comments. And then actually, if I just go to YouTube real quick, I just want to see, I don't want to ignore my peeps on YouTube, right? Let's see, Crypto Kobe, love the cap, looking fresh. Thank you, my friend. With HEX, you're not just the bank, but you are the Fed, Federal Reserve. Let's get this bread, baby. See you at the top. Funding Jim, Gary, hey, good to see you, man. Good to see you, man. Real good to see you. I like all the content that you do, and yeah, man, you're a wealth of knowledge. I tell you what, someone like myself that's 23, turning 24 next month on my golden birthday, October 24th, I got a lot to learn, especially from the people in the community, and that's why I'm making this video now, because people like Funding Jim and people like I said, RG3, Litecoin Moses, and just other people in the community have talked about, you know, if you are going to do the emergency end stake, you know, do it once you're at 50% progress, and then also, if you're going to do it before big payday, okay? That's, if you get nothing else out of this video, if you're going to emergency end stake, like I said, do it once you're at 50% at least, and then also do it before a big payday, because otherwise you're going to get smacked in the face with penalties and everything else. Okay. Crypto Kobe, funding Jim in the house. What's up, big dog? Exactly, man. Okay, MAGA 420. Thank you very much. All right, let's go back to the stake, right? And for anyone that doesn't know, we're on DLive, dlive.tv/BallietBran, and then we're on YouTube. We're on Periscope under my Brian Jones account. You can follow me on Twitter. You can actually do that real quick here. So we got youtube.com/BallietBran, and then, sorry about this. Let's see here. Or you can follow me under this account here, which is my main Twitter that I use, which is Brian Jones right here. That's the username. Okay. So feel free to follow me if you haven't already. I try to post a lot of content generally about HEX because that's the project that I'm in, and it's a complete project. And up until HEX started coming out, I never made any videos about cryptocurrency, specifically because many reasons. But HEX is something that's complete. It's something that I believe in. It's something I've had success with, and it's something that I want to share for people that may be interested as well. Okay, so let's go back. I didn't have to do that fast gas feed now that I've talked for so long, but let's do this real quick. Alrighty. So if we scroll down, we can actually see that this kind of sucks. This kind of getting in my way. But anyways, we can see this is the stake history. This is the one that I just ended. 60,772 HEX and 6.5 trillion shares. The interest, 2,526. Great, right? We're going to push that 60,000 out, and just for shits and giggles, we're going to do it for 4.5. Why not? Why not? I'm dedicated. Okay, so got the HEX right here. And for anyone that doesn't know, on the right side right here is pretty much a calculator, and we're going to go over that now. So let's do the same amount of HEX that I had last time. 60,772. 60,772. Great. Effective HEX. Stake length in days. Okay. For anyone that's new, and Annette, welcome. Thank you very much for the ice cream. Good to see you. For anyone that doesn't know, Annette's part of the Hexican community, and she actually made a video a while back, and I can actually show you guys that in a few minutes. We're bouncing everywhere in this live stream, but she made a video at Walmart where, how Walmart has computers and iPhones and stuff like that you test out. Well, she did this Annette challenge that we call it, where on the display computers and iPads, she went to the hex.com website and then took a selfie or a screenshot, and little things like that are fun to do. Or with Crypto Coffee and RT3 the other day, when they had their little meetup in Chicago, they were walking around in Chicago and happened to see a whole bunch of HEX stickers and whatnot around them, which I think is amazing, a grassroots movement and stuff like that. So good to see Annette. I did the Annette challenge as well the other day at Costco, and did it on 3 or 4 different computers. I was walking by. I didn't even intend on doing this, but I was walking by and I was like, oh, I remember Annette did it. Let me do this real quick, And that's the beauty of this project, is all you got to do is go to hex.com, HEX.com. No more hex.win and things like that. Hex.com. We got a .com, so it makes it nice and simple, right? Okay. Long story short, guys. Let's get back to the thing, right? So we're going to stake this for 4.5, because we are part of the Hexican Space Force. Alright, let's do it. So, okay, where are we at? Okay, so we can see, just the first metric I want to go over is the staked shares by trillion shares, I believe is how this is going. So 16 or 16.94 trillion shares is what I'll have if I fulfill this stake and I do what I said I was going to do, right? That's really important, guys, about this project and about a certificate of deposit in the first place is, if you're going to lock up in HEX, 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, make sure you do what the hell you said you were going to. Otherwise, when you end stake, as we can see even with mine, I'm not going to be getting that big payday interest that stake had, or even the interest that was on that stake. That interest, I'm pretty sure, is going to be going to the rest of the stakers. But the reason I did that was so I can push those stakes out further in the future. Because since I have been in HEX since day one, and way before that when Richard was talking about it, Bitcoin HEX and whatnot, I remember him talking about, just about the project, and it's just cool that this works like individual CDs. So I did some reevaluation, and long story short, I was way too heavy, and I still am, heavily staked towards years like 1 through 3. And I want my average stake length to be probably like 6 or 7 or 8 years, something like that. Because I really, believe this project and love this project, all right? So let's see, Hector the Protector, 22, donated a diamond, said, good to see you doing your thing, nice hat. Thanks, man, and it was actually good to see you last night too, and just you are always in the chat rooms as well, so good to see you, my fellow friend. Thank you for the diamond, really appreciate that. All right, guys, so let's go back to the screen. Sometimes I get distracted, but that's just the way it is. All right, so we went from 6.5, just call it 6.5 trillion shares to 6.9, or sorry, 16.9, okay? So let's go over a little bit of the other things. So yeah, the principal, 60,000. We can see that longer pays better, and then bigger pays better. So longer pays better, 5,555 days is the maximum amount of time that you can do a stake in HEX. So we can see on top of my principal, I'm going to be getting, as long as everything is served, which it's going to be, I'm going to be getting 121,544 HEX on top of the bigger pays better bonus, 2,462. So the effective HEX, it's going to add those two numbers plus the principal, is 182,000. And then, here's the kicker. Here's the fucking kicker. So big payday, right? We can see big payday. This is separate from your principal. Big payday is 312,417 HEX. Now, percentage gain, 514%. Yep. And then annual percentage APY, the APY is 2,759, which you can't get that anywhere else, right? So long story short, let's just do the stake. Because I have a feeling this is going to be a longer live stream. So let's do the thing. And this time, guys, I don't need to speed up the gas fee because I can definitely keep myself entertained in the meantime, right? So let's proceed. Gotta enter the password again. Let's do it. Alrighty. Follow instructions. Like I said, Trezor Model T. And then hold to confirm. Blam. Okay. Annette says, woohoo, big payday. Yep. That's coming soon, guys. Coming soon. 2020 for everyone probably hasn't been the best year with everything else going on, but I tell you what, man, happy to be alive, and we got frickin' 2020, we've got HEX, we've got the big payday ending this year, and yeah, it's a good year, with everything else going on, it's a good year. Okay, so we can see that successfully staked 60,772. So let's do the little scroll down. Okay, so now we can see, for anyone that hasn't done this before, now we can see that it's going to be pending. And the reason that it's pending is because we're on day 286 right now. And let me scroll up real quick. So we have to wait for this day to end, and then the stake will be confirmed. Okay, so we can see I've got 6 hours and 31 minutes left until that stake is solidified. And just a little Easter egg and pro tip for anyone that doesn't know. Let me come back here. So this is a little Easter egg that Richard Hart on one of his videos I found out. So since he's saying it, I'm going to tell you guys as well. Say if you do a stake, for example, say if this stake that I did right now, say I wanted to do it for 3,000 instead of 5,555 days, I could theoretically end stake this right now before the stake actually starts, and I wouldn't have any penalties. So that was at least what I heard and what I recall Richard Hart saying, a little bit of an Easter egg. He had like a 3 or 4 minute clip where he went through a whole bunch of Easter eggs, and this was one of them, okay? So let's go back to the stake here. So we can see that stake that was ending on Big Payday, which is November 19th, is now going to be ending in, 2035, 15 years, November 28th. But we can just see how much more shares I'll be having. And in HEX, that's really the name of the game, guys. HEX is really about the shares. And I'll tell you why in just a second, but let me read some of the chats and the comments. Let's go back to StreamYard. And I'm just going to do it this way, guys. I'm just going to share the screen, and instead of highlighting the comments like this, since I'm sharing the screen already, and since you can already see me on the side there, you can also see the comments, okay? So don't feel too bad about the OPSEC on this, right? Anders Brathen, hey, stake it till you make it. Cool, dude. Thanks, man. Max Bonet says, yo, 66 days. Exactly, man. 66 days until November 19th. And for anyone that doesn't know, let me share that with you now. And also, before I do this, yeah, if you guys have any questions, put it in the chats. I've got, let's see, Twitch, Periscope, DLive, and YouTube going right now. I should also get Facebook going. Yeah, good idea, Bran. Good idea. Because I've got a lot of friends on Facebook. Anyways, if you guys got any questions, just post them in the chat, okay? Let's see. What was I going to tell you about? I was going to tell you about Big Payday. So this is something that is really, really unique to HEX. Not only is HEX a certificate of deposit, not only is it a cryptocurrency that's built on top of the Ethereum blockchain and things like that, but similar to EOS, the cryptocurrency EOS, how it had a really big launch phase. I think it was the same amount of days, 351. Similar to EOS, HEX has a launch phase as well. It's 351 days, I believe, too. And long story short, the point I'm trying to get at is we have this thing that you're still qualified to get, which is called Big Payday. And what Big Payday is it's pretty much Big Payday. I mean, that's the long story short. You're getting paid for staking up until that day, or you're getting paid for staking through that day. For example, if we come back over here, this stake I started August 17th, 33,000 HEX, great. It's going to end October 20th, 4 days before my birthday, in 15 years. And right here, like I said, you got the principal, which is separate from the Big Payday, and then you also have the interest. And the interest is something that you earn from people emergency end staking. But the actual Big Payday is it's a one-time event. And if you're listening to this video and you're not in HEX, you're not in cryptocurrency, you don't know what it is, you want to throw 20 bucks here and there to try it out. If you're going to try out HEX, my recommendation is that you at least take a little bit of your liquid amount, in this example 200,000, take a little bit of that and stake it, use the project for what it's supposed to be for, which is certificate of deposit. So long story short, big payday's badass, and a lot of us are going to do really well, let's just say that. Okay, so yeah, the big payday and then the interest. And as far as the shares go, the more shares you have, the more of a piece of the pie you have. And the more that people unstake and those penalties get spread out, if you have more shares, then you're going to get a bigger piece of the pie of that person's unstake, right? So that's how the staking works. That's how the big payday works. And yeah, like I said, this is the secondary wallet. We got a few different wallets, and I think that's important in cryptocurrency. They say not to have all your eggs in one basket. For me, as far as HEX goes, pretty much all my eggs are in one basket when it comes to HEX. And whatever, that's my choice. I can do that. But I said that to say that I've got a few different wallets for different reasons. I think it's important to, have those options if you want, one wallet to have longer stakes and a longer average stake length, and the other one you can do whatever with, right? So we can see, let's go back here. We can see a lot of these stakes on this wallet I did kind of as a speculation, like I said earlier. Let's do it till November 19th, let's get the big payday, and let's take a little bit of profit. But I've since reevaluated, and I've already got enough liquid HEX. I don't need to have any of my stakes ending anywhere near big payday. Okay, let's go back. Let's see. El Fabio Man. BallietBran. Thank you, El Fabio. Good to see you, man. It's the first time I've seen you. Happy to see you. Okay, what else can I cover? So yeah, for anyone in cryptocurrency, you've probably heard of HEX. And yeah, Richard Hart, he is the founder of HEX. And the cool thing about HEX, not only is it a CD, is it a cryptocurrency, and not only does it work really well, but the actual project, the contract code of the project that makes it what it is, it's complete. When you have these other cryptocurrencies, Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum, XYZ coin, a lot of those projects, they're, continuously developing, and, sometimes in Litecoin you'll hear, oh, confidential transactions, mimble wimble, blah, 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 when the hell's that going to happen? One day, in Bitcoin, private transactions, yeah, and in my opinion, those are speculative. We don't know that those things are going to happen. But what we do know with HEX is that the project is complete. Like I said, it's been audited 3 different times. And I think that's important, because if you're going to be the top 1 cryptocurrency, which is what HEX is going to be in the future, if you're going to be that, which we are, then you don't want security flaws. Bitcoin has had inflation bugs. It's had, Richard Hart has mentioned this multiple times, but a Bitcoin Cash developer, a Bcash developer, he found an exploit in the Bitcoin code that, yeah, it's a inflation bug. It would allow you to mint as many, and let me come back real quick. It would allow you to mint, let's do this real quick. Okay. It would allow you to mint as many Bitcoin as you want. And anyways, with HEX, we don't have to worry about that. So I think it's important for anybody in cryptocurrency. Not only is cryptocurrency super volatile, but if you're going to be in cryptocurrency, you should be in a project that is going to be here a year from now. It's going to be here 2 years from now. And I think HEX has the potential and I think it will go to top 1. And for anyone that's in cryptocurrency, most likely you've heard of HEX. And a lot of people, they gatekeep HEX, they talk trash about HEX, and it just goes to show you that, in my opinion, a lot of people, they don't do their own research, which is so hypocritical, because in, on YouTube and whatnot, these shills that shill projects, I'm not going to name names, but whatever influencer on YouTube that just talks about XYZ shitcoin of the week, they're always like, yeah, do your own research, DYOR, this isn't financial advice and all of that. And at the end of the day, a lot of those people, when they've been asked about HEX, oh yeah, HEX is shit, HEX is a scam, and then they'll ad hominem attack Richard Hart or his past or anything like that. That's just not really relevant to what's going on. So I think it's important for everyone in the community and just in general to think for yourself, man. Just learn to think for yourself. That's really what has helped me out. And Richard Hart, when I found out about him over about 3 years ago now, he's kind of the one that really that I really connected with. That I was like, man, this guy's legit, and he's got success too, which is also nice. So Mama Rock, she's in the chat. We got a few people on the D Live chat. Thank you very much for tuning in, guys. Mama Rock says, oh, she doesn't say anything, but she donated 4 ice creams. Thank you very much. Serena, she says they're all dumb as fuck. That's a simple way of putting it, Serena. I completely agree. Yeah, Annette, 2 lemons. Thank you very much, Annette. Okay, so let me go over some more information since we're doing the live stream anyways. Let's get some water. But yeah, if anyone didn't recognize already, that's the logo of HEX. This is my HEX binder. And let's pull up a couple different photos. So this is a photo that I actually got from, I think it's like the HEX memes. I can actually link you guys. Let me show you where I got this real quick. Let me pull open my Telegram. 1 second. I think it was under the HEX memes. Just 1 minute, y'all. It was under the HEX memes. Okay. Let me pull up the Telegram and let me show you some stuff. No, it's going to be on the Brave tab. Let's go back to Brave real quick here. So yeah, the chat name is HEX memes. Let's try and show you real quick. Okay, right here. So yeah, if anyone hasn't joined already, feel free to join the HEX memes Telegram. We've got a lot of HEX related Telegram chat rooms and whatnot. But yeah, there's just a whole bunch of memes, and whoops, okay. Anyways, yeah, there's a whole bunch of memes, guys, and that's where I got this photo that I'm about to show you. Okay, so sorry. Let's go back to just me. Okay, all right. So that's where I got this photo. Long story short. So here's the photo. Hex.com. HEX profit per share quadruple. Now that is pretty darn impressive. And like I said, when it comes to HEX, the name of the game is the shares. It's not the amount of HEX you have, 1 HEX, 2 HEX, 10,000 HEX, a million HEX. It's not about, in my opinion at least, it's not about the amount of HEX you have. It's how many shares you have, because, today, if you stake today is the best share rate that you'll have than any other day in the future, because the share rate's constantly ratcheting up every single day. and it's just the way that the program is designed, and it pretty much emulates compounding interest. So we can see, the profit per share quadrupled, and I think that's really cool. So, and then on the bottom it says daily HEX interest per share since December 5th, 2019. And anyways, so that was just one of the photos that I found on the HEX memes chat. Okay, let's see here. Hector Protector says, Mama Rock, how's it going? Mama Rock, she is a member of the DLive community. Let's show Mama Rock. She's a big supporter of the DLive community, and if anyone is not aware, DLive is it's an alternative to YouTube. It's actually something that's built on top of the Tron blockchain, and it's really cool. It's compared to YouTube, where you need certain requirements to become monetized, DLive, you're instantly monetized. So it works by this token called, or currency called Lemons, or you can donate TRX, which is, the Tron token. And, okay, Mama Rock is saying YouTube, DLive, Facebook, and others too. Let me actually get her as a moderator, because she is definitely someone to be worthy of that. And let me see if I can open up her channel just to show you guys, for anyone that's interested. So I think it's important for, Gary's mentioned this in the community a lot, but I think it's important for us to be in other communities and, cross-promote, as he's talked about. And, not every video has to be about HEX. You can be in your other communities that you're passionate about and, subtly mention, HEX or cryptocurrencies if that's something you want to do. So yeah, this is Mama Rock. She's a big supporter on the DLive community, and this is her channel. If anyone's interested, feel free to pause the video and read her description here, and here's all of the information as well. So DLive's great. Like I said, it works by lemons, and you can donate 1 lemon, 1 ice cream, a diamond, a Ninjagini, which is 1,000 lemons, or an Injet, which is 10,000 lemons. And yeah, it's a really cool alternative to YouTube and things like that. So she says, I am part of the paranormal community, but I am a Hexican too. See, that's great. I think that's wonderful. I think a lot of the, let me go back to this for now. Yeah, I think a lot of the people just in the HEX community, obviously we have different interests as well. Oh, whoops, sorry, let me share the screen. Sorry guys, I totally wasn't sharing the screen for a second. Real quick, sorry, this is Mama Rock's channel. So dlive.tv/Mama Rock. Like I said, big supporter of not only this stream, but of Discourse Syndicate, of Hexologist, and just of a lot of people in the community. So we can see Serena just followed. Thanks for following. Okay, so let's come back here. So she says, I am part of the paranormal community, but I'm a Hexican too. And then she says, doing a one-on-one interview. Oh shit, this is cool. Doing a one-on-one interview with RG3 on the 17th of this month on my DLive. That is soon. That's in what, like 5 days? Hell yeah, that's awesome. Colin, welcome. Colin Hexander, joining late. Hey y'all. Hey man, thanks for joining. Really appreciate it. Donated 3 ice creams. Let's see. So yeah, for anyone, as I was just saying, that doesn't know, because I didn't, Mama Rock is going to be doing in 5 days. She's going to be doing an interview, a solo with RG3. I think that's going to be a really, really good interview, guys. So on Thursday, for myself, on Thursday she's going to be doing a one-on-one. Mama Rock, if you have a time frame set up, feel free to let us know. Otherwise, you guys can stay tuned, okay? So I'm definitely looking forward to that, Mama Rock. Definitely looking forward to that. So yeah, once again, guys, Mama Rock, and yep, definitely following. Yeah, make sure you follow her and check that out for the stream with RG3. Okay, let's get back to the comments. So, Mama Rock was this is Colin Hexander. Mama Rock was the first person to welcome us Hexicans when we landed in DLive, and that's amazing. That's really amazing, man. Really appreciate that, Mama Rock, and yeah, thanks for being so supportive in this community. I think it's important for not only YouTube content creators to diversify on other platforms, but I think it's important to kind of get away from YouTube and whatnot, because we've seen that even with Hexologists, they centralize. They can randomly terminate your account if they want for whatever reason, and they don't even have to tell you the reason. But they can also cut the funds. They can demonetize you. There's a multitude of things that make YouTube not the most viable platform going on in the future, which is why myself, I invested in this program, StreamYard, and which is why I invested in this, because I can broadcast to multiple different platforms. We can see we're on YouTube, we're on Periscope, Twitch, and we're on DLive, and I can add more too, which I need to add the Facebook, like I was saying. So let's just come back to the chat real quick here. Okay, so she gave us a time frame. So let's see here. Mama Rock, I used to live near Roswell. Can't wait to see that. So it's going to be 9 p.m. Eastern or 6 p.m. Pacific. Yep. So for myself on Thursday, 6 p.m. That's perfect. That's usually a good time for me to tune in. So I'll definitely be there, Mama Rock. I'm happy to see that stream with you and RG3. I'll be honest, I haven't watched a whole bunch of your content, but I'm excited to see you interview RG3, and thanks for being a part of the community. I think it's cool that that you're a part of this community and that you're now a Hexican. Mama Rock, if you have any questions, please ask away. If there's anything that I can try and answer in regards to Hex, then I'd love to try and help out. Let's see. That is cool, Real Spike. I will have you on my channel as well if you're willing, Balliet. Hell yeah, let's plan that, Mama Rock. That sounds cool. I'm just getting back into the content things. I've had a YouTube channel for a long time. We can see, yeah. Anyways, but recently I've gotten into posting about cryptocurrency and about Hex, and I'd love to come on your channel and do an interview and kind of see what's up. Okay, so let's go back to a little bit of Hex information, but I want to make sure my music is still going. So let's restart. This is just some copyright-free music because I don't want it to be completely silent as I'm streaming solo. Okay, let's go back. So yeah, I didn't get it to work successfully in this video, but you can go to uniswap.exchange, and if you ever want, you can convert Hex into Ethereum or Ethereum into Hex, or you can convert any ERC token into another ERC token, and it's amazing. I mean, I think applications or programs or whatever you'd call it, like Uniswap, I think these are definitely more pro crypto, and it's kind of like it's a lot more supportive of what my values are when it comes to cryptocurrency than centralized exchanges go. So Uniswap is great. Now let's just exit out of those tabs. Okay. Let's see. So here's some information. hexinfo.io. It's a great website, and yeah, it'll actually tell you 100 hex, 26 cents. Let's see what $1. So $1 would buy you 370 hex. That's great. And when it comes to Hex, after the big payday, that number, it's going to cost you it's going to cost you a lot more to get the same amount of HEX after big payday. So that's another important thing to consider. So yeah, it's pretty cool. You know, got some metrics: return on investment in USD, Bitcoin, or Ethereum. And let's just see what the highest number is. Let's see. So return on investment in USD is the highest. So return on investment from all-time low to all-time high is 11,382%. Now, obviously, not everyone's in that same category where you bought the absolute low or sold the absolute top, and honestly, I'm not even selling right now either. Hence, why I ended some of the stakes. But just to see this metric within 1 year of the project being out, it's not even 1 year, and we're already up 11,382%. Fuck, dude, that's really good. And I've been listening to a lot of Richard's content lately. I'm pretty much only listening to his content as far as old content goes. I'm listening to interviews and whatnot that he did before HEX came out. I'm listening to interviews that he did with people like Peter McCormick, where he was on a couple times on Richard's stream, and that interview, there was two different ones, but the interview with Peter McCormick and Richard Hart, I think really says a lot about the cryptocurrency community, and it says a lot about the community in general, because Peter was pretty much ad hominem attacking Richard the whole time, calling HEX a scam and calling Richard a scammer and whatnot, and in reality, he had no actual proof to back up his claims. And I think a lot of people, not even that I think, but just something that I've observed, is a lot of people in the cryptocurrency community on crypto Twitter. We can see when I go to Twitter and whatnot. Like I'm not going to find an example right now, but just sometimes you'll hear a lot of gatekeeping anytime HEX is mentioned in the comments. Say if I'm pro HEX and mention something, well, maybe in the comments you get some random person without a face, without their real name, and they're saying, oh, HEX is a scam, and it's like, okay, well, how credible is that, man? Like, that's coming from someone that doesn't have a face that they're posting publicly, and it's coming from someone that doesn't have their name that they're posting publicly. Okay, so you're just trolling with no repercussions. Okay, take it at that value, which is not a lot. Okay, let's go real quick here. Annette, like I said, she was in the stream, and she's also really active on Twitter as well. She says she's got this hashtag going, or the HEX community does, that's add HEX to page 1, and I'm pretty sure it's page 1 of CoinMarketCap, because CoinMarketCap is a market cap measurer, and they are gatekeeping the shit out of HEX, and done so purposely. In my opinion, I think because they've got maybe a little bit to benefit by gatekeeping it. So yeah, if you just click on the hashtag, you can see all of the comments with that hashtag, and you can see a lot of these people in the community. A lot of us people, Annette, and other people as well. This lady as well, I forget her name, but a lot of people, myself included, we show our face and got the names as well. So you can't use that argument that HEX is all bots, like we've heard before. Okay, so that was just something I wanted to show you. Let me actually see how long we've been going for. An hour? Okay. All right, so we'll keep going for just a little bit longer. Once again, yeah, if anyone has any questions, got 8 people on the DLive chat, and I don't know how many other people I got. I think right here maybe 3 other people, so like 11 people total. Yeah, if anyone's got any questions or even any comments to make, please do. I'd love to hear more comments in regards to into HEX and whatnot. Hector Protector says beep bop, beep boop. So yeah, HEX is great. And let's go back to some other websites you guys can look at, okay? So another one, this is actually a really fun website. Let me show you this. So hex.vision. Oops, right here. Okay. AC's going good. Okay, so no, sorry, not hex.vision, hex.live is what I was looking for. I'll show you guys hex.vision next. Okay. Cool. So yeah, hex.live, it was created by a member in the community. I'm pretty sure it was Firebun that created it. And then hex.vision, I can show you guys as well. This was created by Steph, if I'm not mistaken. And Steph is, he's the creator. Him and Firebun are the creators of, what is it, the Staker app, which is right now in like a beta test. And I think a lot of us in the community, since we've heard about it, a lot of us in the community, myself included, are really excited for that application to come out. And from what we were told from Steph and from Firebun is that the Staker app, what their intentions are is they intend on making it an easier onboarding experience for your average normie. How do I get grandma into cryptocurrency when she's asking her financial advisor about what's the best stock to invest in or what's the best use of her money, How do you get the average normie into cryptocurrency without going to Coinbase.com and these other things that destroy your operation security and that just destroy your privacy and that are the opposite of what crypto was invented for and designed to do. Let's see. So Hector says Steph made live and Firebun made vision. Okay, so I had that wrong. So Firebun made hex.vision, Steph made the hex.live. But let's go back. Let's go back to this real quick. So hex.live, we can come up here to profile, and since I've got my my wallet right here, let's do this real quick here. So there's a couple different things you can do, which is what I was doing there. You can look up how much HEX someone has through an Ethereum address, or you can look it up with your own wallet and you can look up some of these metrics. So that's what we're going to do now. Yeah, we're going to do that now. Let's do connect. Alrighty, let's pick the main wallet. Okay. So this website is great, and Mama Rock, for yourself, I know you're on the Hexologist show a lot, so you probably already know about this website. But for anyone that doesn't know, Hex.live, here's what you can do. So you can plug in a random Ethereum address, someone's, anyone's, or you can do your own, right? And it gives you a lot of different metrics, which we can see here. So let's look at those right now. Let's see here. So, stakes. This wallet is fully staked out. It's 85% staked out. Great. The average duration is 2.39 years on this wallet. And like I said, that's a number that I saw, and I realized, what am I doing? Why am I in this project? And why are some of my stakes ending so early relatively if I believe in this project so much? Put your money where your mouth is and stuff like that. And so, long story short, off the live stream, I'm going to work on restaking some of those stakes and end staking maybe a couple or more, and just getting that average to be, 5 years, 6 years, whatever amount of years. I want it to be higher, because with HEX, real quick, let's go back to, okay, right here. So with HEX, okay, so the shares are important, right? And the shares are, they last as long as the stake, right? So once your stake ends, you don't have that share rate anymore. You don't have those amount of shares anymore. Because when you have HEX and then you stake it, that HEX turns into shares. And then when you end stake it, whether you emergency end stake it or you have completed the stake and you end stake it, then it goes back from shares to HEX. Okay? So if you have, something that, like this one, Cuatro Cinco, that has 16.94 trillion shares, then for the next 15 years, I'm going to still have that share rate. And when people, like I said, when they emergency end stake, you are going to get a piece of that pie, and I'm going to get a piece of that pie as a staker. So we can even look at this right quick here. The highest interest that I've earned in this wallet is 2,907 HEX. And, that's great, because that interest is on top of the big payday and on top of the principal. So that's just something I wanted to mention for everyone that doesn't know. Even Richard Hart, when he started HEX and when HEX kind of came out, he was talking about, oh yeah, he mentioned something about like 10 years is like the max you would want to stake, even though you can go up to 15 years, because that's like the cutoff for some sort of metric. But then the thing that he was forgetting to mention was that, oh yeah, the share rate, like after 10 years compared to 15 years, you wouldn't have the same share rate. So anyways, share rate's important. The amount of shares that you have are important. And that's pretty much all I will say about that. Now let me go back. So active stakes, 56 stakes. And between all my wallets, guys, I've got like 300 something stakes, which is equivalent to about 300 different CDs. And I want to get that number down. I want to get that number to maybe even like 150 or even lower, because it just makes sense. It just does for me. So let me just show you a little bit more. So it's got this cool little metric, above a dabbing dolphin, below a oily octopus. And if you go to the leagues, this is kind of just like a for fun thing, like, oh, what league are you in, So depending on the percentage of shares you have, you're in the league, right? So Shy Shrimp, Prosperous Poseidon, 10% of the shares, 1% of the shares, things like that. It's a fun little thing to be, to be in the community and do that thing. So we can see how many shares this wallet has, 154.6 trillion. And here's the other thing, like here's where the actual data and metrics go. Okay, so timeline. James Bond 008 donated 1 diamond. Okay. It says buy Chainlink link 4th Industrial Revolution. Okay, I definitely, thanks man. Definitely looked into Link before, and yeah, appreciate that opinion, and thanks for the diamond, man. Let's see here. Okay, so yeah, with this you can see the metrics. You can see when your stakes are ending, pretty much on a chart. So we can see a lot of my stakes are still heavily weighted towards the years 1 and 2, and I need to get them in this section right here. 5 years from now, 10 years from now, I'm gonna be restaking these, and it's gonna pay off more in the future. So, and then down here you can see some more information. So yeah, this is Hex.live, and that was under the profile section, and under the home section, we can see, more metrics as well. So SN equals SN. Not sure what SN equals SN, but that's cool. Okay, so this is hex.live, guys. Like I said, you can look at it yourself, but it's got some interesting metrics and whatnot. And I know a hexologist, he hey dude, it's all good, man. Thank you for the diamond. James Bond 008 says, thanks for being friendly towards my shilling. I mean, if there's one thing I've learned, and sometimes it's so hard because crypto, in general, we're tribal as humans, but crypto specifically is like super tribal. And I don't know, I've heard Richard, who's the creator of HEX, talk a lot about, when you're talking about other projects and whatnot, are you the vinegar or the honey, and are you the vinegar or are you the honey, and when you're talking about other projects or politics or anything like that, and you're bashing someone else and you're bashing that side, then automatically, you're not going to be spreading the message as well as you would like, as if you were more inclusive and kind of educating people. So as James Bond 008 says, SN equals SN, and then he clarified, he said, he thinks Satoshi Nakamoto is Sergey Nazarov. Honestly, I don't even know who that guy is, but anymore, I'm not even really that much interested in the other projects or Bitcoin. Who's Satoshi? When's private transactions coming out? Pretty much don't really spend a whole bunch of time focusing on stuff like that. But yeah, guys, the hex.live, it right here, this is what I want to show you. So this right here is kind of like a feed, shows you some of the activity in the community. Shows people when they end stake, shows people when they stake, and it also clarifies like what they are. So this guy's a dabbing dolphin, swift squid and stuff like that. So it's just kind of a cool website. Another website I want to show you guys as well. But before I do that, let me just see if there's any comments. Okay, no more comments. Let's come back. So another website, guys, hex.vision. This is way more of an analytical website, in my opinion, than even the hex.live. Okay, let me show you what this can do. So this is the main part, and let's go. Let's just scroll down from the main page, right? Let's see here. So we can see this information was updated 5 minutes ago, which is great, because if you're looking at information and analytics, you want it to be up to date and up to speed, So I'll read the comments in just another second. I see you guys got a couple more comments, which I'll definitely address in just a few minutes. So yeah, if you're looking at websites and analytics, you want it to be, the most up-to-date information. So circulating hex and stakes opened, and number of stakes opened. Okay, so we can see that. We can see that also, 218,270 Ethereum addresses have hex. 14.278% of hex is locked, and I think for anyone, myself included, anyone that's a staker, if it's not 100% and it's only 14.278% and you're actually staking and using the project for what it's designed to do, you're going to be getting a lot more interest and penalties and stuff like that than if that number were to be 100%. So each cryptocurrency has their own, main function and whatnot, and yeah, this is pretty cool. 14.278. Let's see here. So once again, it's actually day 350. I thought I might have said 351, but we're on 285 of 350 days, and I think that's really cool because before this project, HEX came out, like on day one when it came out, a lot of the people in the community already didn't like Richard Hart, but a lot of the people in the community, you know, day one, day two, let me use this for example real quick. Let's go to transform. We can actually see how much Ethereum was on that day. Let's do, okay. So on day one, there was 1 billion HEX distributed, and people usually over FOMO on day one, like Richard said, but there was 21,015 Ethereum, which gave them 47,584 per their Ethereum. But the long story short is, day one, day two, day three, day four, we can see how much Ethereum came out, and a lot of the people were in the community that are influencers and whatnot were saying, oh yeah, this is going to be pumped and dumped, and it's going to run away with all your bags and whatnot. And it's been 280 days, 285 days, and they're still proven wrong. So like I said, when it comes to anyone, when it comes to myself, you should not only do your own research and don't take people's recommendations or anyone's recommendations as financial advice, but once you've actually listened to someone, you think they're credible, and you verify that information, make a decision. So my point is 285 days have gone on, and it still hasn't exit scammed, so that argument's null and void. Let's see here. You know what? Yeah, let me read some of these comments real quick before I get into the other stuff real quick. Okay, so Max Bonnet, tell me if that's how I pronounce your name, because my last name is Balliet, but it's also French, so it's Balliet. We can see right there, BallietBran, but it's also, Balliet as well, French pronunciation. So Max says, after a big payday, the inflation will probably be 24 billion to 32 billion for the first year. And then he says, and the trillion shares will always be more expensive. Exactly. Yeah. And I think that's really important to understand. Like a certificate of deposit and compounding interest goes. Today, if you're watching this and you're, not in it, and if you're interested, today is going to be the best day. It's going to be better than tomorrow. It's going to be better than 2 days from now. And it's going to be the best day to get in and to stake because of the shares and how those things work, okay? So that's what those were saying, and let's go back to D-Live, actually. Let's read the comments. Alrighty. You know what? Let me do it on screen, guys. Okay. Because I've seen a handful of comments. So once again, James Bond 008, thanks again, man, for the diamond. So okay, let's do the thing. So he thinks that guy is Satoshi, and then the spike, sweet. Hex skins, buy more Hex. James Bond 008. Sergey Nazarov is the creator of Chainlink. He registered smartcontract.com on October 25th, 2008, day after my birthday. That's kind of cool. 6 days before Bitcoin white paper. Okay. Let's see. I bought to grab. Let's see. Okay. Hector, he's buying more of the dip. Good for you, man. Good for you, man. Hell yeah. James Bond 008. Let's see. Okay. He says, I think Richard Hart is cool. I don't know enough about HEX to invest. Okay, this is for you, James Bond 008. Let me show you a somewhere to start. Okay, let's see. Hex.wiki. Okay, so hex.wiki. I'm pretty sure this is where hex.wiki. Okay, here's where you can start, my friend, if you'd like. Actually, you can also go to hex.com. I should have said this first. You should actually go to hex.com, actually, my friend, and then go to hex.wiki. Hex.wiki is great as well, but hex.com is the main website, right? It's the website that also interacts with the contract address, and it's also where you do your stakes and stuff like that. The back end, the go.hex.com part of the website, right? But let me just show you this, my friend. Let me just show you this real quick. So, you said you don't know enough about HEX to invest. Let me, I'm a Hexican, I'm in HEX clearly. Let me tell you a little bit about this project, okay? So so there's the hex.com, but I'm also going to show you, the metric, the market cap and stuff like that we rank. And I wouldn't recommend you going to CoinMarketCap for that metric, because it is severely gatekept and it's not actually positioned where it should be relative to the other projects. So nomics.com is a great market cap metric website, right? Okay, so he was talking about Chainlink, top 5, great. Happy that you're watching. I think you could definitely learn a little bit about HEX from what I'm about to show you, my friend. So let me do that now. So we can see HEX is 27 by market cap, and let's just click here. So yeah, relative to the other projects and whatnot, HEX has jumped up quite a bit since its inception, and personally, I think it's gonna continue doing that. But feel free to go to nomics.com, and you can look at a lot of these statistics. I mean, there's just a lot of information here. But days since the all-time high, 123 days. It is what it is. Market cap rank 28, I guess. Let's see. So, I mean, just a lot of information on the analytical side is on here, and you can see. I actually haven't even been through all these different subsections, but this is a good little bit of information on HEX. So let's just look at this. So Richard Hart, yep, the creator of Bitcoin, the creator of HEX. I was going to say Bitcoin HEX, but the creator of HEX. So anyways, my friend, go to nomics.com if you'd like to look at that. You can also go to the website right here, hex.com. Let's see here. So it averages 25% APY interest recently. What HEX is, my friend, it's a certificate of deposit. So let me just show my face real quick. One second. Okay, let's do it like this. Okay, so HEX is something that's built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. It's a certificate of deposit, just a long story short. And, it's not like the traditional certificate of deposit where there's different like gotcha moments. Like in a traditional CD, say if you have like a 1-year CD, they've got different gotcha capitalism moments that are like, oh, if you don't end your certificate of deposit, it'll automatically roll over to the next year and the next contract and things like that. It's a lot better than the traditional system, and it's pretty cool. If you didn't know this little fact, there's more money in time locks and time deposits and certificate of deposits than there is printed cash. So when you kind of think about, I'm investing in crypto, for yourself, specifically James Bond 008, Chainlink and stuff like that, yeah, you can look at it on CoinGecko too, for sure, man. But so when you're in crypto, even if you don't know a little bit about HEX, my friend, you can, put $10 or $15 here, or if you how about this? Give me your Ethereum address. I'll send you some HEX. I'll let you fuck around with it, try it out. I think, yeah, that could definitely be a useful piece of your time, right? So yeah, let's see here. So yeah, HEX, it's a CD. It rewards you for locking up your HEX and doing what you said you were going to do. Let me go back to share my screen, and let me show you, in case you didn't see this part of the video. So this part is kind of like the interactive part of the website, right? So the hex.com, this part, hex.com, that's the main website that we can see right here, and it's got videos for any questions. This would be a good place for you to start, which we can do together because I want to educate as many people as possible, and this is a good opportunity. So here's some answers to your questions. Just click them out, click them, and it'll answer them. Do you have to AML, KYC, and HEX? No. That's pretty cool. That's really cool. So, and it's got a million different questions, right? But that's the front end of the website, hex.com. And then the back end is the staking, is the actual CD part and the actual interaction with the contract, address, then the smart contract. Okay. So with HEX, you can buy, just like any other cryptocurrency, but you can buy, $1 worth of HEX, you can buy $10 worth of HEX, and you can hold it liquid, or you can have it staked, and you can have it earn interest for you trustlessly. Now, I don't know about yourself. I should be reading the comments as I'm saying this to you. Let me see. But I don't know about yourself, James Bond, but for myself, I'm 23, turning 24 next month on October 24th, and honestly, I'm not an entrepreneur. I've never, done my own businesses and stuff like that. I've made YouTube videos since I was a little kid and was passionate about that. I always liked, sharing information and just educating, right? But for yourself, I think you could benefit by looking into HEX. And like I said, if you send me your Ethereum address, I'll definitely send you some. Let's see. I'm trying to read his comments, what he's saying. So yeah, James Bond. If you want to post your ETH address in the DLive, man, I'll do that right now, and I'll send you some. But what I was gonna say is, for myself, that's not an entrepreneur, that's young and whatnot, I've never really had many things that were like passive income and things like that. But with HEX, I have that opportunity now, and I think it's really cool because it's just, you can have that opportunity on different metrics. You can do like one CD. Let me show you, for example, let's see here. So these stakes, they're individual. So I can have one stake ending. I could have a stake go for 1 day. I could have a stake go for 1,000 days, and I could have a stake go all the way up to the maximum is 5,555 days. And the reason that that's cool is because, say you want to pay yourself every month, or every quarter, every 3 months, or whatever increment you want to do, right? A lot of the people. Okay, sorry. He says, the Ethereum address would be attached to my ledger. Can I access it there, or would I have to use Ether Wallet? So, James Bond, to interact with HEX, you need MetaMask, which you can also use with your ledger. Let me show you what MetaMask is. It's just a browser extension that is like an Ethereum address browser extension. MetaMask. You can go to metamask.io or just type in MetaMask in Google. And then for myself, I use Brave, but I use Google for the crypto because it interacts better. You can do it on the Google Chrome store, which is what I did, or you can just go to the main website, metamask.io, and you can download it there as well. But what you would want to do, my friend, is you'd want to download this first, and then and then you would want to, just set up the wallet real quick, because that wallet is the one that, interacts with the staking and things like that. Because you could, if you want, you can send me your Ledger wallet address, and I'll send you some HEX. But then once you created the MetaMask, you would need to send the HEX over to that address. So you might as well just, if you're using Chrome or Brave, whatever, just go to the web store, download MetaMask, and then this is the actual extension right here. Cool, we still got 9 people. And by the way, thanks for everyone that's tuning in. I really, really appreciate that. Happy I can help out any way I can. So James Bond, this is the extension. Like, once you download it, this is what it'll look like. And we can see that there's right here. This is linked to my Trezor. I've got my secondary wallet right here, Trezor Model T. MetaMask, like I said, it'll work with your Ledger as well. But what you do is, you would connect, right here, you would connect. This is in Spanish because my girlfriend's laptop, but you would, right here it says like import wallet. Oh, right here, no, connect hardware wallet. And then you would, you'd click Ledger, right? So once you do that, my friend, you'll have your address that's actually linked. And that way, when I send it to you, you don't have to worry about sending it back and forth and stuff like that. So yeah, my friend, I think if you if you want to go right now to just the Ledger and send me your Ethereum address, then when you link the MetaMask, it's the same address. All right, so do that, and I'll send you some. I'd love to send you some. So, anyways, what I was saying, James Bond, is, for example, this wallet has 200,000 HEX. I can stake 10 HEX for 1 day. And we can see on the right side, this is like a calculator. We can see, let me make sure I'm still sharing. Okay, I'm still sharing the screen. Just wanted to make sure I wasn't on just my face. So we can see on the right side, this is the calculator, right? So, the interest is the 10. But then you'd be earning a very small amount, hearts, similar to like a Satoshi in Bitcoin, but heart is like the Satoshi for HEX. But it's really cool because you get to choose how many days you want to stake for, right? So my birthday's next month. I could stake if I wanted, October 20th or something like that, or you can stake for certain events. Say I don't know what your age is, but say you got a brother's birthday or a girlfriend's birthday, or whatever event, you can time your stakes to end around those events, and that way you can kind of reward yourself for the anniversary or the girlfriend's birthday, things like that. Yeah. James Bond says, okie dokie, I'll grab it. Yeah, dude, grab that, go to the Ledger, get your Ethereum address, post it in the chat, and I'll definitely send you some. He followed, by the way, thank you. But yeah, so do that first, and then we can go over the MetaMask stuff later. But it's great, man. I'd love to, send you 1,000 HEX or whatever, and just go from there. Let you play around with it. So yeah. The other thing, my friend, James Bond 008, in regards to HEX, you have this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity in HEX that'll never happen again in HEX's inception and in HEX's lifetime. It's called the Big Payday. So what it is, so we have the dispersion, the 350 days that you can transform Ethereum into HEX. But at the end of that, on November 19th, let me show you in this calendar. Let's go to right here, November 19th, 2020. We can see there's this little highlight right here. This is called the Big Payday. Now, let me see. Okay. So yeah, what Big Payday is like I said, so once, okay, let me send you some right now. He just posted his ETH address. Let me make sure the music is still going, but alright, we're gonna take this guy's, we're gonna create a hex again, alright guys? You're watching it live. Whoa, whoops. Didn't mean to do that. Let me copy this. Okay. Okay, so here is how I'm gonna do it. The cool thing is we can do this all on the back end, or all on the website itself, the go.hex.win. Or sorry, go.hex.com. Go.hex.com, I can do everything right here, right? You can do the stake here. You can refer people, which I'll show you in a few minutes. You can do a lot of things, right? But I'm gonna send you some hex real quick. So this is the Ethereum address on this wallet. Let's see. Let me see if I still have Nomics pulled up real quick. Thank you. No problem, man. You're welcome. You're welcome. I'm a firm believer in, information's great, but practicing is another thing, right? So it's a lot easier, in my opinion, to understand how something works by playing around with it, by practicing with it yourself. Let's do. I just want to see how much the value of hex is worth, so I can kind of base how much I want to give you real quick here. Okay, so if I scroll down right here on Nomics, I can see how much is 1,000 hex to? No. Okay, so how much is 10,000? $28. Okay, well, let's see here. Whoops. I want to send you enough that that it's worth it, because there's also Ethereum as well that you need to. There's Ethereum as well that you need to actually interact with it. So let's send you 5,000. Let's send you like 7,000, something like that. Okay, sorry. Let's do it right now. So I'm gonna send you. So Hector the Protector, or sorry, Hector the Protector 22. He sent James Bond 1,000 hex. That's badass. Thank you, Hector. And then I'm gonna up it just a little bit more, just to make it worth your gas fees, my friend. We're gonna do 7,000. Okay. So yeah, James Bond. This is okay. You have some ETH. You have some ETH for gas. Perfect. That's great. So yeah, as you can see on my screen, this is the MetaMask. Let me do a. No, I don't need to do any fancy. I don't need to do any fancy gas fee. Let's just do it like this. So I'm gonna send you 7,000 hex. Hector, dude, thanks man for sending me 1,000. I think it's important for a lot of us in this community to lead by example, and that's what Hector just did, and that's what I'm doing now. Okay. Okay, so yeah, James Bond 008, like I was saying earlier, thanks for sending us your address, but you're going to need to do some other stuff on the backside, the MetaMask, so you can interact with the smart contract and things like that. But at least that address that you sent us to your ledger, when you set up the MetaMask, it'll connect. So you'll have 8,000 hex in your MetaMask and in your ledger to stake, to sell, to do whatever you want with it. Okay, so that's doing its own thing right there. And let me think of what else I can do for you. So yeah, total we did, call it $23 worth of hex. That's great. And like I said, what you can do, my friend, is you can I hope that's still sending as I, okay, cool, it's still pending, okay. So yeah, you can stake, 10 hex for, 1,000 days, 1 day, 2 day. But the thing I want to tell you about, James, is the big payday. What it is, like I said, a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity where there's going to be a lot of inflation paid out to people that are staking. So if you have your stake on November 19th or November 20th, any day on or after, I believe, November 19th, then you're qualified. But the way that it works is HEX right now, what we're sending you is liquid. You could sell it on, you could sell it for link if you want, since you mentioned that you like the link and stuff like that. But let's see. I know I'm still going to be sending you the 7,000. It should be sending in just a minute. So you can do whatever you want with it. But the cool thing about this is you can really earn a lot of interest trustlessly, and you can make a decent chunk of change by just rewarding yourself later on. Let's see. Is that the official release date? November 19th. No. The official release date of HEX, the first day that it started, 285 days ago, was December 2nd, I believe. December 2nd or December 3rd of 2019. So it's actually been going for 285 days, which we can see on this website right here. On November 19th, that's just a big event in this cryptocurrency, HEX. That's just the big payday, and it's something a lot of people talk about because it's really important that if you're going to stake, that you qualify for it, because you're going to be getting paid out a lot more than if you didn't qualify for it and if you didn't have the big payday bonus. All right, my friends. So yeah, you can do 1 stake, 2 stakes, 3 stakes, 1,000 stakes, as many as you want. But for myself, I had some stakes at the beginning of this video, and I still need to end some of these and restake them out later. But yeah, James Bond, you can stake until, like right here, November 19th is the big payday, and the principal on this one was 6,000. The big payday itself is going to be 11,905 HEX. And when you stake, you're earning interest in a couple of different things. You're earning interest from people that end their stakes early. So earlier in the video, I ended one of my stakes. It's actually at the very bottom right here. It was this one right here. It was initially going to end September 11th, 2020. Or sorry, no. It was initially going to end actually on the big payday, but today I ended it, right? The long story short is you want to qualify for this big payday, and when you do, and when you stake, you earn interest from people that end their stakes early. Let's see here. So yeah, I don't want to kind of muddy the water too much because HEX is a really, not complicated, but it's a really in-depth project, and I don't want to confuse you too much, my friend. So let me try and just answer, your question. So do you have to go to Uniswap to purchase HEX right now? No. To answer your question, no. Right here on this website, the go.hex.com, you can, purchase it. You can purchase it right here. You can put in Ethereum. You enter your Ethereum. And right here, we have 5 hours and 17 minutes until day 285 ends. So I'm not going to do this right now, but for example, I could do 0.1 Ethereum, right? So you would enter your Ethereum, and then you would do the rest of the MetaMask part. You would finish the gas fee and that. And then at the end of this day, in 5 hours and 17 minutes, you would have a certain amount of HEX based on the Ethereum that you put in. So that is one way you can do it. But yes, Uniswap, towards the beginning of the video, Uniswap for smaller amounts is definitely, it's going to be the best bang for your buck. You know, it just is what it is. So trying to help you out. Uniswap, my friend, is the best bang for your buck. And there's two versions. There's version 1, version 2 at the top of Uniswap. If you ever did exchange anything for HEX, you know, click version 1, click version 2, and just see what's going to be a better deal. Because at the end of the day, you want to maximize, obviously, your money. So to answer your question, no, that's one way you can do it. Yeah, so you can do it through this, you can do it through Uniswap. So the other thing, my friend, James, or whatever your name is, James Bond 008, HEX has a referral program. And that's one thing HEX is, that's one thing Hector was mentioning. So with 0.1 Ethereum, you would get about 10,000 HEX there. Let's go back. 10. Yeah, roughly. The thing is right now we can see this is like the total amount of Ethereum. So yeah, to answer your question, yes, roughly. Give or take, you know, probably a little bit less because we still have 5 more hours for people to continue entering their Ethereum. So this number, you know, will go down a little bit before those 5 hours actually end. But what I want to, okay, James, okay, you got it, man. I'll call you James. So James, on HEX and on the go.hex.com website, there's a referral program as well that you can use. So if you're, you know, interested, you can. It just links to your Ethereum address, but yeah, there's a referral link. And say if you got like a family member or a friend, and say they want you to show them how to get into HEX, give them your referral link. And if you're going to show them, which is going to take time, then you should be rewarded for that. So we can actually see on this wallet that I've got some referrals, which is great. So we can see, you know, the awarded HEX right here towards the end. Great, that's awesome. Got some referrals. Also, James, if you owned Bitcoin and you had access to the private keys before December 2nd, 2019, you can free claim with any amount of Bitcoin that you have. There is videos on how to do that, and I would just reference you towards YouTube. Richard Hart on his channel, just Richard Hart on YouTube. He's got videos on how to do that if you had Bitcoin, and you can free claim, which is great. Let's see here. So let's see. Sorry, let me get back to your questions because you're definitely pretty active in the chat here. So with gas fees, I prefer bond. Oh, for sure. Not including gas fees. Yeah, man. The 10,000 HEX, to answer your question, for the 0.1 Ethereum is not including the gas fees. Yeah, the gas fees are always separate from that. So always keep that in mind. And actually towards the before I did this live stream, I was doing a video that was offline. I converted half of an Ethereum worth of HEX to Ethereum so I could use it as gas fees, and it just is what it is, you know. HEX was initially going to go for 50 years on a maximum time length, but the gas fees, since it's on top of Ethereum, was just too high, so they knocked it down to 5,555 days. But yeah, my friend, let's see, let's just confirm that okay, so yeah, successfully sent to your address. So yeah, man, you should have a little bit of HEX in your in your wallet there, and once you set up the MetaMask, just go to go.hex.com, and like I said, you can refer your friends. You know, we still have a little bit of time until November 19th. You can use the referral, so you know, give it to as many people as you'd like, man. I mean, free money is free money, right? Who doesn't like free? And then yeah, like I said, if you're gonna stake, my recommendation would be that you stake for the big payday and past the big payday, because you're gonna be rewarded handsomely, and we can just see right here that you can do it for 69 days or you can do it for 690 days. So the actual amount of HEX that you have, it goes up significantly the longer that you stake it, just due to compounding interest. So yeah, my friend, that's a little overview of HEX, and still got a handful of people in here. Hector, thanks, man, for answering James's questions and things like that. Oh, hey, James Bond, you're on DLive, right? Which obviously you are. Let me show you a big supporter of the community that I feel you would learn a lot of information from. Okay. So his name is Hexologist. He has been doing daily live streams since I believe Hex was created. I found out about him maybe like, I don't know, like a month or a month and a half into Hex. And anyways, this is the guy, dlive.tv/hexologist. And right now you can see his replay. My music's in the background, so it's kind of distracting from it. But yeah, this guy, yeah, his name's, I think I follow him. Oh, okay, you follow him? Well, yeah. What he does, like I said, is he does daily live streams. This is his channel right now, doing a rerun, and he covers a lot of the analytics and even more than what I went in this video. And yeah, he's been doing it for so long that he's got a good way of describing it, and I think you'd like him, man. He's got a really good personality, and yeah, check him out. Check him out. So I'm in Seattle, smoky Seattle, I should say, and so we're on Pacific time right here. As you can see, it's 11:49 a.m. So for me, around 4:20 Pacific Standard Time is when the actual show, the countdown for the show starts. I think it's around 4:35 or 4:40 Pacific Standard Time is when that ticker is done and when he's actually live streaming. Because there's a little bit of a 15-minute or 10 or 15-minute time frame where he's letting the people warm up in the chat room and things like that. Okay, so James says, what time does Richard do his live streams? The answer is no time, really. I mean, he doesn't have a specific schedule, kind of like myself. Still trying to work on that. He doesn't have a specific schedule when he live streams. But I overheard that he did a live stream recently, which I guess we could actually look for, because I'm actually curious. But I think Richard Hart, from what I overheard, did a live stream recently on someone else's channel. You know what? I'm not even gonna do that now. But anyways, yeah, Richard Hart, he doesn't do it on any time frame specifically. They're kind of just random. And then let's answer the rest of your questions here. The weekends, right? Nope, just randomly. Let's see. Yeah, stop by tonight, man. It would be nice to have you in the chats. Yeah, James, dude, totally, man. 4:35 or 4:40 Pacific Standard Time. If you can make it, please do. He's got a really good personality, man, and it's hard to find genuine people in general, but especially in the crypto space. And this guy is a genuine person. Let's see. So, yes, has HEX had any security audits? Yes, it has, my friend. HEX has had a total of 3 audits. I think like 1 financial audit and then 2 security audits. I know for sure, to answer your question. Okay, yeah, Hector, he's corroborating, yeah. So yeah, HEX has had 2 security audits, and then I think it's like one financial audit. But yes, the contract is audited, and you can actually look at that on the website, the hex.com website. There's a lot of information for you to digest right there. So let's go back to the chat here. Let's see, Richard has been good for about 1 stream every other month, but when he goes, it's for like 5 hours. Yes, that's very true. Let's see, I might do that, Hector. Yeah, James, yeah, man, if you get the opportunity, feel free to stop on by sometime, because Hexologist, at least, he's doing live streams every single day, man. At least until the big payday, and yeah, he's definitely got a lot of good information. So yeah, James, if you got any more questions, man, feel free to ask them now. Otherwise, let me link you actually towards the Telegram here. So this was a Hex memes on Telegram. I know you said you're in the link community, so you probably heard about Telegram. Let's go to, so yeah, t.me/hex crypto, and that'll get you to the Telegram, right? And we've got a lot of community members in here. We can see 20,291. So that's a lot of people. And if you got any questions, man, offline, for when I'm not here and when other people aren't there, come to the Telegram, man. We're a welcoming community, and we'll answer any questions you have to the best of our knowledge, man. There's a lot of people in here that... Are the results posted? Oh, of the audits? I want to say... I don't know. I want to say I saw something on the actual hex.com website that refers to the audits. I believe they are. But let me see if I can't verify that right now. Or maybe if Hector knows, he might be able to answer the question a little bit more. Let's see. I don't know if it would be under specs, but okay. Honestly, I'm not sure, man. I'm not sure. Okay, here's the code. So, let's see. Okay, so 2 independent security audits. Hex even has a 3rd audit by a mathematician on economics. Okay, so chainsecurity.com and coinfabric.com are among the top contract auditors in the world. They need their language simplified for public consumption and some other small things. Let's see. Okay, yeah, right here. Yep. Just scroll to the bottom, god damn it. Yes. Okay, so take a look. To answer your question, yes. Yes. We got the audits, my friend. Got a lot of information. So yeah, hex.com. This is the Coin Fabric audit. And right there. I know, man. Sometimes when you're live streaming, have those facepalm moments. But so yeah, to answer your question, my friend, there's the audit, and then the other one is there as well, the Hex economics audit. So yeah, man. If you got any more questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'm gonna wrap things up. It's been almost 2 hours, and let me go back to the YouTube chat. Let's see here, like a pioneer hat, aka Hex Ray Vision. BallietBran. Okay. So yeah, I think guys, that's where I'm gonna end it here. Is about at the 2 hour mark. Okay. So yeah, James, thanks for being a Hex again, man. Welcome to the community. Hex has a pretty big community on Twitter, on Telegram, as I showed you. Oh, how do you feel about sushi? Yeah, let me tell you how I feel about just projects in general. So I've been in crypto since like early 2017, like, I don't know, February or March. Honestly, man, I'm not really in any other projects besides Ethereum and Hex. I went through the gamut of trading and this and that, and looking at all these different projects and XYZ, privacy coin, and all this stuff. But to answer your question, I'm just in Hex and Ethereum right now, and yeah, I like those 2 projects. But if you want to find me elsewhere, I've got a couple different Twitters. This is my this is the Twitter that I made for my my crypto Twitter when I was getting into crypto in 2017. The username is right there. Otherwise, BallietBran. My name's Brandon Balliet. BallietBran right here is another Twitter channel as well that that's kind of like not my main. I want to make it my main, but the other account is just more established. And anyways, man, yeah, that's where you can find me. Let's see where else you can find me. Let's go over here. So yeah, you're obviously following me here on DLive, and yeah, I guess on the bottom I just created a banner that also shows where you can find me. So yeah, man, feel free to tune into the Hexologist show at around 4:35 Pacific time, and other than that, I'll see you hopefully in the Telegram. You know, just join the t.me/Hex Crypto Telegram. And you know, you're already part of the community, so you might as well make it official in the Telegram. And there's a lot in Telegram that you can do. And then, yeah, man, that's pretty much it. Let me know if you got any more questions. You can message me on Twitter or anywhere else you can find me, and I'll try and do my best. Okay. So I think I'm gonna end it here, guys. Thanks again for watching. 2-hour live stream. And yeah, Hex, it's a completed project. And when Richard was first talking about it, he's been in crypto for a very long time and was one of the. Let me come over here. Richard, he talks about his Bitcoin experience. I think he went public in crypto around like 2017, but he's been in crypto since like 2010, and he's definitely one of the OGs. Was mining full Bitcoin blocks. And long story short, yeah, Hex is a great project, man. It's complete. November 19th is going to be a big day. It's going to be the last day that you can qualify for. Like if you have your stakes, do it before November 19th, because then you can get that big payday bonus. And yeah, man, it's a big project. I mean, when you have a compounding interest. We can see this is just one of the photos from a Hex memes Telegram, but this is just talking about the shares, because Hex goes into shares when you stake it, and then after you stake, it goes back into Hex, and then you have more Hex, But the Hex profit per share quadrupled. This is just from December 5th, 2019. We can just see it going up, and the other websites that I showed you as well, the Uniswap.hex.vision or the other websites that I showed you as well can be some good tools for you. So that's where I'm going to end it, my friend. Let's see here. First American just followed. Hey man, thanks, dude. Welcome to the channel, man. I'm about to actually end the stream, but First American, if you want, you can. I think I've got a replay on DLive that you can watch, or on YouTube. YouTube.com/BallietBran, or the little banner right there. You can kind of see where I'm at. So feel free to watch the replay, my friend, if you're interested at all. And let's see here. Yeah, I just got here. I'll check back. Bye. Yeah, hey, First American. Thanks, man. I'll yeah, definitely hope to see you next time, my friend. First American. Yeah, I kind of go over cryptocurrency, and the one that I'm in is called Hex. Hence the top right corner, the little banner there. So yeah, thanks, Hector, man. Thanks, dude, for dude, you stayed with me the whole 2 hours, man. Thanks. Donated 3 lemons and 2 ice creams, and James Bond, for sure. Hector, take care. I guess the last thing I'll try and do is, let me see if I can. Let me see if I can release the Kraken. Let's see if we can do the chest here. So for anyone still on DLive, let's just do a little bit of lemons. Okay, let me just distribute the awards. Alright, guys, click on your screen real quick. So let's see here. it should show you an option to click on the treasure chest for the DLive, and you might get a little reward of lemons. So we're gonna see. Is HEX a good investment? I've been reading about crypto for a little while now. To answer your question, short answer, yes, my friend. HEX is a great investment. I've been in crypto for about 3 years, and you go through the whole gambit of crypto, and you hear other people's experiences. And anyways, First American, yes, it's a great investment in my opinion. It's a certificate of deposit, and it's so much better than a lot of the other projects that are out there. To First American, before I go, just to answer a couple things, man. Yeah, the HEX contract, the smart contract, I went over a little bit, but just to do a quick brief. The smart contract, the code is complete. It's been audited. It's had 2 security audits and then 1 economics audit, and there's no promises, unlike a lot of the other projects that sometimes we see. And it's good, man. It's great. I guess just to show you one last thing, since you just dropped in, I'll maybe end this in about 5 minutes, but let me just show you real quick, First American. Let me just show you something, okay? So here's the website, hex.com, right? If you got any questions, there's for any questions right there. And there's other information as well. I believe it's under the tech specs is the audit information. If you want to read the audits, you can read them yourself. Let's see, to answer your question as well, I'm sharing the screen again real quick here. Let me just confirm. Okay, so yeah, real quick, First American, this is HEX. HEX right now, in this wallet, let's just do this real quick here. Okay, so in this wallet right here, my friend, I've got 194,917 HEX. Great. Whatever, whoop-de-doo. That is liquid. I could convert it to US dollar if I wanted. Fine. But the powerful thing about HEX is interest trustlessly. And let me just show you something real quick before I leave. So you can do 1 HEX. You can do 1 HEX for 1 day, and you're going to earn a little bit of interest. You can do 1,000 HEX for 1,000 days. I mean, you can go all the way up to 5,555 days. One thing I'll say real quick, don't want to make this too long, but yeah, First American, if you're listening to this, yes, HEX is a great investment, man. If you have an Ethereum address, send it to me, dude. I'll send you some, and I'll let you play around with it yourself and do whatever you want with it. But yeah, it's a staking project, and right now you have the opportunity to qualify for what's called Big Payday. And so yeah, you can stake 1 day, 2 days, but if you stake until day 68 or later, you get qualified for what's called the Big Payday. And it's a once in a lifetime opportunity of the HEX smart contract where there's a large amount of inflation that's paid to the stakers. So this 194,000, it's not paid to me because that's not staked. But if I scroll down, well, I don't know, if I just make something more relevant like this day, say November 20th, right? If I scroll down right here, since it's past November 19th, I qualify for what's called the Big Payday. And that Big Payday, my friend, is separate. That interest that we see right here is separate from the actual principal that you put in. And you earn interest trustlessly in HEX a couple different ways. Through staking, through it works through compounding interest, but the staking, the way that it works is you earn interest from other people's mistakes. Say if someone ends their stake early, then they're going to be penalized. And that penalty goes to people that are staking and that don't end their stakes early. So to answer your question, man, yes, HEX is a great investment in my opinion. And I think you should check it out, man. I really do. You know, at the end of the day, any of the information that I'm saying, that people on crypto Twitter are saying, or in general, you should always verify the information. You know, verify what I'm saying is true, which is why I want to show you, you know, the website and things like that in this live stream like I've done. But yes, it's a great opportunity for yourself, man. I'm happy that you know caught the live stream before I left because it's just a great opportunity, man. Richard described it as, since he got in Bitcoin at 2010 and whatnot, he described it as almost like, man, you always hear in Bitcoin like, oh yeah, Bitcoin's $20,000 in 2017. Wish I could have bought it at $1. Wish I could have bought it at 25 cents or even a penny. Like there's people that bought Bitcoin at a penny and whatnot. And his analogy for HEX was that's his opinion, but he was saying that this would be like, buying Bitcoin at $1 again, because of the project and what it's doing. So to answer your question, man, yes, it's a great opportunity. And if you have any more questions, you can watch the replay and kind of just go through the information that I went through. And I'll see you next time, man. Thanks for following First American. Let's see, Hector. Let's go back here. Okay, so I'm almost done. But lastly, let me just read the comments before I leave real quick. Hector to First American. It's the only finished product in cryptocurrency. It rewards good financial decisions. I couldn't have said it better myself, Hector. I really couldn't have. And then also First American, if you want, there's another person in the community. He's going to be going live in about 4 hours and 20 minutes. Yeah, 4 hours and 20 minutes. His name is Hexologist. I have him right here. dlive.tv. Let me just link it for you, man. So First American, if you're still watching, man, I would recommend you guys watch this guy's channel. He does a lot better of a job on a daily basis explaining HEX and going over the analytics and things like that. So yeah, man, that's it. And I'm gonna get on out of here. It's been a couple hours. Thank you guys for the live stream. James, welcome, my friend. Welcome to the DLive community, the HEX community, all of that, man. Thanks for following, and glad we could hopefully answer a couple of the questions that you had, man. And any more questions, reach out to me or anyone in the Telegram here at the t.me/HEXCrypto. All right, guys, let's cut the sharing screen. And all right, guys, I'm out of here. Everyone have a wonderful day, smoky day in Seattle. So stay safe, and yeah, love all of you guys. Take it easy. See you next time. Thank you, Hector. Thank you, James. Thanks, First American. Peace.